Bell rolls is the reporter thrown into the secretive world of the Forex Super Model, where nothing is as it seems. Beware the techno monk, and steer clear of Professor Code and his two assistants. Give the senior trader a wide berth, and don't expect any sense from the risk manager.
Good morning, I'm Professor Code and this is the Forex Super Model daily briefing for Monday the 25th of October 2021. Time is just coming up to 04:30, 4:30 in the morning GMT. Asian session coming to close, European session firing up, our lunchtime, North American session. Right, Friday the 22nd, then the last full trading day. We had a positive opposed driver in the yen at plus 185, front and back door flows, mainly coming out the pound at minus 179, out the dollar at minus 31, excuse me, and the euro was the positive rock at plus 25. Activity plus or minus 210. In last week then, just for context, we had a positive unopposed driver in the yen at plus 211. No backdoor flows, the opposing negative flows mainly coming out the dollar at minus 123, out the pound at minus 62, and the euro was the negative rock at minus 26. Activity plus or minus 211. Excuse me again. Right, so Friday then we had yen strength driving. Over the week we had yen strength driving to the exclusion of all else. And intraday then, this is the Asian session to about 15 minutes ago today. We've got a positive opposed driver in the pound, plus 73 just. And we've got front and back door flows, mainly coming out the yen at minus 72, out the dollar at minus 12, and the euro is the positive rock at plus 11. Activity plus or minus 84. Right then, so we've had yen strength Friday and over last week, and now we're seeing yen weakness come back. And if you remember, the week before we had significant yen weakness. We had nearly 900 point complex sell-off in the yen. So anyway, we'll stop it there and write up the flows. Right, we're back, we've written up the flows then. So euro is strong except against the pound, the CAD and the AUD. The yen is weak across the board. The pound is strong across the board. The Swiss is weak except against the NZD. The CAD is strong except against the pound. The AUD is strong except against the pound and the CAD. And the New Zealand is weak except against the yen. And the dollar is weak except against the yen, the Swiss and the NZD. So what have we got? We've got yen weakness across the board in the Asian session, pound strength across the board. And if you look at the Asian flows, you can see that this is very close. The yen the pound is only just positively driving over the yen weakness. So and what else have we got? We've got Swiss weakness except against the NZD, and we've got NZD weakness except against the yen. So anyway, take your pick in the middle. Right, what's going to knock it about this week? Right, so Monday today, we've got a very light day today, but we've got a tier 2 German business climate data coming out. Tomorrow, Tuesday the 26th, is light. Wednesday the 27th, we've got Reserve Bank of Australia CPI, US durable goods, and Bank of Canada rates decision. So we've got a rates decision on Wednesday. 28th then, Thursday, we've got a Bank of Japan rates decision early, ECB rates decision, so Euro rates decision, and German CPI and US GDP. So Wednesday we've got a rates decision in the CAD, and Thursday we've got rates decisions in the yen and the euro. And just to remind you, it's a market holiday in New Zealand today. Right, so we'll stop it there and write up the asset classes. It's basically previously big pump up, it's come back, it's 0.38 from the high, so it's nearly 40% down from the high. Dollar's relatively soft. Gold should like that, it's now back at half marks, 0.5 in model terms. Oil done this break, it's staying at the highs, it's broken plus 0.47 from the resistance, nearly 50% break so far. So we've got Wall Street, S&P Tech. Wall Street and S&P are pretty much at their highs, and the tech slightly lagging, it's 0.17 from the high. So basically equities are very strong, and the tech's just lagging about 17%. US 10-year and the bond. This is the price of the bonds. We've had this thump down in price, rising yields. The yields of the price has bounced a little bit. They're now 0.16 from the floor and 0.16 from the floor on the bond. So you're getting a slight easing in yields. Right, copper, been chopping about, did a big break, it's come back but not back down to the resistance. It's 0.33 from the high, it's come off a third. And US steel, it's just slowly grinding up off the floor. It's 0.25 from the floor, 25% above the bottom floor. Right, let's get rid of that and then do the final analysis then. So we basically, apart from this this German consumer confidence data, which is tier 2 out later this morning, we've got a very light data day. So let's have a look. We've got dollar, euro, yen and pound, CAD, AUD, NZD, Swiss. The NZD is on holiday. The Euro's got a rate decision on Thursday, as has the yen, and the CAD has got a rate decision on Wednesday. So you've got that situation. The dollar's come off quite soft there, and the pound is pumped pretty high. So that's where we are. Equities are pretty much at the highs. Oil's still at this break. So if we look at what's going on then, basically in the Asian flows you've got this pound strength, which is only just slightly stronger than the yen weakness. Now we've got a light data today, and tomorrow light data again. So these are the sort of days that you can get sort of peculiar moves or outsized moves before we run into these rates decisions. Now we're starting to see a bit of euro strength, and if you look at our weekly review, we suggest that the euro is likely to be the recipient of positive flows, but it's got this rates decision round the corner. So it all depends how the market play it in the next day and a half, because there's not much data to knock it about. There's two options. They'll either sort of bounce the dollar up, in which case equities won't like that, and equities it'll go risk off, or they'll carry on with a weak dollar, and the pound looks like it's starting to peak out, in which case you're going to get euro strength, yen weakness and risk on and all the rest of it that goes with it. And oil looks like it's got this idea that the dollar's going to be weak going forward, so we would suggest that it's going to be a euro strength sort of situation by front and back door. So look out for euro strength. And New Zealand is on holiday, as we said, and the CAD is likely to get a further strength as well. So look out for euro and CAD strength. And oil prices are going well and also the data cycle for the CAD in the tier 2 is very strong. So that's what we think is going to happen. So if you're going to be short-term trading, excuse me, look out for CAD strength today and euro strength off the back of these transmissions. But bear in mind it's a light day today and tomorrow, just before this window of rates decisions. So you know, you'll have to bear that in mind. We can't tell what's going to happen in the next few hours, which will be critical at the moment. So anyway, but generally we're going to be looking out for this euro strength, CAD strength, the dollar coming off more, the yen coming off, and probably the AUD coming up as well. So that's where we are. Hope that was useful. See you again tomorrow for the daily briefing. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.